Which of the following is a negatively charged subatomic particle? Proton, neutron, electron, or D, all of the above are negatively charged particles? Electron. Protons have a positive charge, neutrons have no set charge to them. That's the difference between them. Which of the following represents equal sharing of electrons between two atoms? Polar covalent, nonpolar covalent, ionic, or hydrogen bonding? Nonpolar covalent. Polar covalent, there's some sharing, but it's not quite equal. Ionic, it's more about stealing electrons. And hydrogen bonding, it's a lot in water molecules and how they kind of hold things together. Which of the following has no electrical charge? Proton, electron, neutron, or D, none of the above? Neutron. Protons have a positive charge, electrons negative charge, and again, neutrons no set charge at all. That's what's special about them. Which of the following terms mean a negatively charged ion? Anion, shell, cation, or D, valence? Anion. Anions are negatively charged. Shell has to do with the electron cloud around the nucleus. Cations have a positively charged. Valence is the outermost shell. A reaction that breaks a larger molecule down into smaller molecules is termed a blank reaction. Is it synthesis, anabolic, exchange, or decomposition? Decomposition. Synthesis is about helping you build things up. Anabolic is related to that. And exchange is just more about rearranging atoms. How many electrons can the first electron shell hold maximally? 2, 18, 8, or 32? The answer is 2. And then you can see there for B, it has to do with the 18 in the third shell, and 8 is what you would hold in the second shell. Many reactions in the human body increase if you make the temperature a little blank and blank the concentration of reactants. So are you making the temperature warmer or colder? And are you increasing or decreasing the concentration of reactants? Option A is warmer and you decrease the concentration. Option B is you make it colder and you increase the concentration of reactants. Option C is you make it warmer and you increase the concentration of reactions. And option D is you make it colder and you decrease the concentration of the reactants. The answer is C. You want to heat up the basic chemical reaction a little bit and increase the number of reactants to speed up the reaction process. According to the pH scale, which of the following is the most acidic value for pH out of the options? Option A is 8. Option B is 1. Option C is 4. And option D is 13. One is the answer. 8 is a little alkaline, 4 is a little acidic, and 13 is very alkaline on the pH scale. Oxygen has an atomic number of 8 and a mass number of 16. Based on this, how many protons does oxygen have? Is it 7, 16, 2, or 8? The answer is 8. So the atomic number also indicates the number of protons for a given element. That's the way to tell it. Carbon-14 has an atomic number of 6 and a mass number of 14. How many neutrons does it have? 6, 7, 8, or 9? It has 8 neutrons total. So that's, again, carbon-14 is the mass number. You subtract it from the atomic number. 14 minus 6 is 8. Oxygen has an atomic number of 8 and a mass number of 16. How many electrons does it have in its first shell? The key part of the question is the first shell. Is it A, 0, B, 2, option C, 8, or option D, 18? The answer is B, 2 electrons. As it describes there, further shells, second shell can hold 8 electrons. That's where you get the number 8 from. Which of the following is an anion? You have Cl and a minus next to it. Option B is Na with a plus next to it. Option C is a capital F, lowercase e. And then option D is none of the above. The answer is chloride ion, which is Cl minus. The minus signifies its gain in electron. A plus would signify it's lost an electron. What is the international unit for mass? Option A is mmHg. Option B is M. Option C is kg. Option D is BPM. The answer is kg, which refers to kilogram. mmHg is millimeters of mercury, M is meter, and BPM is beats per minute. How many pairs of electrons are shared with a single covalent bond? Is it 4, 3, 2, or 1? The answer is 1. So that's how many electrons are shared with a single covalent bond. It's just 1, and that's it. Which of the following are considered a compound? Answer A is an uppercase H with a little 2 next to it, a little subscript. Option B is an uppercase N with a lowercase a, then uppercase C with a lowercase l, which is sodium chloride. C is an uppercase F with lowercase e, referring to iron. And then D is uppercase C with lowercase a and 2 pluses after it. That relates to calcium. And the answer is NaCl, which is sodium chloride. That's the only one that fits the definition of being a compound because you're combining multiple elements together. Which of the following is the element symbol for potassium? Option A is an uppercase N. Option B is an uppercase C next to a lowercase l. Option C is a uppercase K. And option D is an uppercase F. The answer is an uppercase K. That's the symbol for potassium. N is for nitrogen, Cl for chlorine, and then F is for fluorine. All right, which type of energy represents direct energy that moves matter? Is it chemical energy, electrical energy, radiant energy, or mechanical energy? It's mechanical energy. That's the energy that helps out with the process of moving matter around. Chemical relates to chemical bonds, like from food and those things. Hydrogen has an atomic number of 1 and a mass number of 1. How many protons does hydrogen have? Answer A is 1. Answer B is 0. Answer C is 3. Answer D is 2. The answer is 1. The atomic number is the number of protons an element will have, and it has an atomic number 1, so the answer is 1. The atomic number of magnesium is 12. The mass number is 24. Based on this information, magnesium has blank number of protons and blank number of electrons. So does magnesium have 12 protons and 36 electrons? Does it have 12 protons and 24 electrons? Does it have 24 protons and 12 electrons? Or does it have 12 protons and 12 electrons? It has 12 protons and 12 electrons, which you can get just from knowing the atomic number of magnesium. You can get the answer just off of that alone. A reaction where two different molecules become bound together and a water molecule is formed is called what? Choose the best answer. Is it an exergonic reaction, a dehydration reaction, an endergonic reaction, or a hydrolysis reaction? It's a dehydration reaction. Exergonic, those are reactions that give off energy. Endergonic are reactions that need energy, they pull it in. The atomic number of carbon is 6. The mass number is 12. Based on this, how many protons does it have? How many protons does carbon have? Is it A, 12, B, 2, C, 18, or D, 6? The answer is 6. So the atomic number, it tells you the number of protons and electrons. To get neutrons, you subtract the mass number from the atomic number. Substances that enter into a chemical reaction are called what? Products, participants, reactants, or entry structures. They're called reactants. So these are chemicals, substances that you put into a reaction are the reactants. What comes out the end is the products. Which of the following represent the energy that is stored in bonds between atoms? Is it chemical energy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, or radiant energy? Chemical energy. And this can happen from you eating food. You break bonds from this and make lots of energy called ATP in the body. Potassium ions have an atomic number of 19 and a mass number of 39. Based on this information, how many neutrons does it have? Option A is 18. Option B is 19. Option C is 20. And option D is 21. The answer is option C, 20. So again, that's the total number of neutrons it has. You get it from subtracting the mass number from the atomic number. When an oxygen atom shares electrons with a hydrogen atom in a water molecule, the oxygen atom is said to express blank because it has a stronger pulling effect on the shared electrons. Is it expressing electronegativity, electropositivity, nonpolarity, or D, none of the above? Electronegativity, because it's pulling the electrons more to its side. Thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe to help the channel grow if you can. Thank you. Monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides are examples of which of the following? Lipids, proteins, nucleic acids, or carbohydrates? Carbohydrates. So all of those fit under the category. Monosaccharides are simple, polysaccharides are very complex. Carbohydrates. According to the pH scale, which of the following is the most alkaline substance? Answer A is 14. Answer B is 25. Answer C is 3. And answer D is 7. The answer is A, 14. The pH scale doesn't go past that. So 25 doesn't exist on the scale. Based on the octet rule for most atoms, aside from hydrogen and helium, atoms prefer to have blank electrons in their valence shell. If they don't have this number, they're chemically reactive. So what is their preference for number of electrons in the valence shell? Is it A, 2, B, 4, C, 6, or D, 8? That would fit the octet rule for most atoms aside from hydrogen or helium. The answer is 8. Again, octet refers to 8. So that's how many electrons most atoms prefer to have on their outer shell to make sure it's stabilized. Which of the following is the element symbol for iron? Is it an uppercase I? Option B is an uppercase F and lowercase e. Option C is an uppercase C, lowercase a. And option D is an uppercase P. It's option B, which is uppercase F and a lowercase e. That's the symbol for iron. Again, Fe is the symbol for iron. Molecules that have the same number of atoms but a different three-dimensional structure are called what? Colloid, element, macromolecule, or isomer? They're called an isomer. Again, isomers, they are essentially the same except they got a small difference in their overall three-dimensional shape, but the same number of atoms. Which of the following are composed of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, and are most directly used in muscle cell contraction, like actin and myosin in muscle cells? Is it A, carbohydrates, B, lipids, C, proteins, or D, nucleic acids? It's C, proteins. So proteins have all of those elements. Again, they're used commonly in muscle for contractile elements like actin and myosin. How many electrons can the second electron shell hold? Is it A, 8, B, 2, C, 32, or D, 18? It's 8. So the second electron shell around the nucleus can hold up to 8 electrons maximally in that shell. The substance present in greatest amount in a solution is called the blank. In the human body, this is often water. Is it A, solvent, B, mole, C, solute, or D, colloid? It's solvent. So that's typically in human body, it's water in many instances to help break down other substances to simpler and simpler units, like in the GI tract. Which of the following is not one of the four most common elements in the human body? Is it A, carbon, B, hydrogen, C, oxygen, or D, sulfur? The answer is sulfur. The most common elements are CHON, CHON, which is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Which of the following would represent energy traveling in waves? For example, visible light, ultraviolet light, radio waves, gamma waves, or X-rays? Would it be A, chemical energy, B, radiant energy, C, mechanical energy, or D, electrical energy? The answer is radiant energy. So radiant energy radiates in waves. Chemical energy is from chemical bonds. Mechanical energy is about motion. The one or two letter abbreviation for an element is called the A, atomic handle, B, designator, C, atomic typing, D, atomic symbol. The answer is atomic symbol. That's the one or two letter abbreviation, like for C for carbon or Fe for iron for an element. The atomic number of chlorine is 17. The mass number is 35. Based on this information, chlorine has blank neutrons and blank electrons. Is the answer A, 35 and 17, Is the answer B, 18 and 18? Is the answer C, 18 and 17? Or is the answer D, 17 and 35? The answer is C, 18 neutrons and 17 electrons for chlorine with an atomic number 17 and a mass of 35. Which of the following words refer to an element with two or more structural variations with differing mass numbers? Is it isotope, potential, kinetic, or orbital? The answer is isotope. So that refers to, again, to an element with two or more structural variations, but the mass numbers differ. The atomic number of iron is 26, and the mass number is 56. Based on this, iron has blank protons and blank electrons. Is it A, 26 and 56, B, 26 and 26, C, 30 and 26, or D, 30 and 30? The answer is B, 26 and 26. Again, the atomic number is telling you the same number of protons and electrons, and its number is 26. Which of the following represents a neutral substance on the pH scale that is not alkaline or acidic? Option A, 14. Option B, 9. Option C, 7. Or option D, 3. The answer is option C, 7. So right at the middle of the scale, it's 7 on the pH scale, and 7 is neutral for the overall charge. Tritium is an isotope of hydrogen ions. It has an atomic number of 1 and a mass number of 3. How many neutrons does it have? 3, 1, 0, or 2? The answer is D, 2. So it has 2 total neutrons for tritium. What is located in the nucleus of most atoms? Is it A, electrons and neutrons, B, protons and neutrons, C, protons and electrons, or D, only protons? The answer is B, protons and neutrons. That's what you find inside the nucleus of a given atom and for the overall number. The atomic weight of carbon is 12.011. Based on this, what is the most common mass number version of carbon found in nature? Is it A, carbon 12, B, carbon 11, C, carbon 14, or D, carbon 13? The answer is carbon 12. Since the atomic weight is so close to being perfectly 12.000, carbon 12 is the most common version typically found in nature. Sucrose is composed of which of the following monosaccharides put together? Glucose and glucose? Is it fructose and galactose? Is it glucose and fructose? Or galactose and glucose? It's glucose and fructose. Combining the two of them is used to make sucrose as a disaccharide. Which of the following would represent DNA and RNA? Proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, or nucleic acids? Nucleic acids. They're deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid both fall under the category of nucleic acids. Which of the following is an example of a colloid? Orange juice with pulp, plasma, sand and water, or whole blood sample in a test tube? Plasma. Plasma would fit that definition. Orange juice with a pulp is an example of suspension. Actually, all the other options are suspensions. Which of the following are relatively insoluble in water? They can be used to provide a slow source of energy and are often used as padding under the skin. A. Lipids. B. Nucleic acids. C. Proteins. Or D. Carbohydrates. The answer is lipids. Your fuel most of the time is lipids. If you do fast exercise, it switches over to glucose as being the preferred fuel for the body. Which of the following is energy associated with the movement of charged particles? This happens across neuron and muscle cell membranes. Is it mechanical energy, radiant energy, electrical energy, or chemical energy? Electrical energy. And this is what would happen again with neurons having an action potential down their axon as an example of that. Which of the following is a cation? Option A is Cl minus. Option B is Mg. Option C is Ca plus plus. And option D is none of the above. The answer is calcium ions, Ca++. The two pluses means it's a cation, it's lost electrons, it has a positive charge. Which of the following are protein catalysts that speed up the rate of chemical reactions? A. Neurotransmitters. B. Enzymes. C. Acids. Or D. Hormones. The answer is B, enzymes. Thank you all so much for everything. Please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything.